Robert Horry, he was the missing link in the evolutionary process of one of the great teams, one of the great moments, one of the great eras in the history of all of basketball. Because Robert Horry, he could, would, and did do everything it took to win the games. And Robert was never about himself. He was always about the result of the team winning the game. And he would block the shot. He would throw the pass. He would be a decoy. He would knock down a huge jumper, although his shooting ability got a lot better over the course of his incredible career. But what he really could do is that he could get the ball to the guy who needed the ball. And Robert Horry, he was the person that made that Houston Rocket team become the championship team. And his ability to see where the openings were, to position himself always at the right place, and then also to see the future before anybody else did. Because when things didn't go right in Houston after winning 2 straight championships, and I was there calling the games for both of them, it was absolutely fantastic. And then he goes on to Phoenix, and it didn't work out there. And then he goes to the Lakers. And then from there he goes to San Antonio, and always in the right place at the right time, decision-making, the choices that we are faced with in our lives, but then assuming, accepting, relishing, loving the responsibility of being the guy that makes it happen. And to play for the coaches that Robert played for, Wimp Sanderson, Rudy Tomjanovich, Phil Jackson, and then Greg Popovich. I mean, the lessons of life that he must have picked up along the way. And the way those experiences have made him now into one of the world's great broadcasters, one of the world's great human beings, and one of the world's great dads. I mean, somebody who would spend an hour and a half in traffic to go get to this show. You just know that this guy has got it all, and he's willing to sacrifice, and he's willing to discipline himself so that others won't have to. And I'm staggered, I'm saddened, and I'm shocked, and I'm dismayed at the fact that Robert Horry has not been inducted, enshrined into the Basketball Hall of Fame. He's already in the Hall of Fame of life. Anybody that would spend an hour and a half in LA traffic during the holidays is in the Hall of Fame, and show up at this show with that big, beautiful broad smile on his face, with those gorgeous teeth, and still all that hair left up on top. And here it was, this guy who did everything that you need to do to have a success in a group dynamic. And what's frustrating to me is that that's what they tell you along the way. They tell you have to do this stuff. You know, if you want to make it, if you want the team to work, if you really want to win, everybody's got to play their role. Everybody's got to fit in. Everybody's got to sacrifice. You know, as Robert did that. You know, he did it for Akeem. He did it for Clyde. You know, and then he did it for Shaq, and he did it for Kobe, and then he did it for Timmy. And I don't even know how much you got to play with David Robinson. Was David Robinson still even in the league when you were there?
I played against him. I never had a chance to play with him. You know, right, David was dumb.
So you did everything they wanted you to do. Yeah. And then and what happens in situations like that, they ask you to do something, and then when you do it and it works, they just kind of say, oh, okay, it's no big deal. We're not going to pay you. We're not going to put you in the Basketball Hall of Fame either. And so it's just nonsense. Believe me, Robert, if I were in charge, things would be a whole lot different here. Congratulations on 100 shows here. Congratulations on the most spectacular career and life and just all these different, what's it called? Andalusia that you came
Oh,
from?
come on now.
Andalusia, yeah. If you're in Spain, it's Andalusia, but
Andalusia.
dirty South is Andalusia because they got the horses
Well,
for
I'm
Andalusians.
in San Diego, which is right next to Mexico, so I'm going to say Andalusia.
Okay.
I like it.
Now, did you live there in a big mansion on the hill? Or was your mansion on the beach or the riverfront? Or
Hey, my house was on the hill, but it wasn't no mansion. It was 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and me and my mama trying to make it right.